Hi, I'm Stephanie, and along with my sister Jessica and our mom, the Lady Monarch, we own and operate Harmony Harvest Flower Farm in the Shenandoah Valley of Virginia. We are one of the only flower farms in the country that ships our flowers directly from our field to you. And today we're excited because this is the first
in a new series, guys.
And it's called Designing with an Idiot. Guess who's the idiot? It's me. So I know nothing about floral design, right? Like, I'm not a designer, that's not my thing. Jess, on the other hand, professionally trained designer. And one of the things that we wanted to do was to demystify the whole, like, I don't know what to do with fresh flowers, I don't know how to arrange, I'm not a professional.
Everybody can be a designer, and we're gonna show you how to do that today.
Yeah, so today we're going to actually use one of our products called the Farmer and the Frog box, which is a mix of our two fan favorite items, the Farmer's Choice Flower Box. We've got a nice representation of that back here. So this is 50 stems of flowers, and then our oval hairpin flower holder. Now, if you're new to us, one of the things that you may not know is that we also own Floral Genius, which is the only U.S. manufacturer of flower frogs and the only makers on the planet of these little babies right there.
That's right, sure is. Pretty cool stuff. So you can find your Farmer and the Frog box at hhfshop.com. It does come with a demonstration video as well, but we're gonna design together and see how this all shakes out.
It's gonna go great.
We're gonna show everybody some maybe tips and tricks on how you can get maximum use out of your Farmer and the Frog box and make some pretty things for your home. So let's get started. We have an extra pool. I was pretty lucky that we had an extra one in the cooler. This is an exact model of what we shipped out today for our Farmer and the Frog collection. Again, it's a mix of 50 stems of our season's finest. When you receive your box, you're gonna wanna make sure that you open it immediately and get those flowers out, unwrapped, unpackaged. You'll find green bags on the bottom of each bunch. In the bag is a piece of wet foam wrapped around the bottom. You're gonna wanna remove all of that, give them a fresh cut, and stick them into cool water in a place where they can rest, we say about 12 to 24 hours. That way they can get over any jet lag and be ready for you when you're ready to design. Yeah, so let's grab ahead or go ahead and jump right in. These flowers have already been conditioned, so we can go ahead and start designing with them. The first thing you're gonna wanna do is pick a vase.
Got one.
Is that what you picked?
Yeah, it looks great.
I think you're just copying me.
No, look at yours versus mine. Mine's puny, but it's fine. This one's just gonna work.
And we're gonna design with oval hairpins today. And again, you don't have to use an oval shaped vessel for an oval hairpin. You just need one where it can go into the bottom of the vessel and be covered on the top. So we don't wanna have that sticking out too far, or else we risk having stems not down into water. So to keep your frog secure on the bottom of your vase, make sure it's super clean, make sure it's super dry. You're going to use your included pack of Sure Stick putty. We do also sell this on our website, so if you need a little extra Sure Stick in your life, you know who to call.
Sure Stick.
It's like the precursor to really bad putty. Don't let the kids lose
this
around
is
this.
what we got. So this is gonna come in your Farmer and the Frog box.
Yeah,
And
but
I'm
if you just
taking it
ordered a
apart.
Farmer's Choice, you'd be able to buy that separately if you wanted. So we include enough to do a really ample little ring around the base of our frog.
I was trying to take it off the papers.
Well, you can do it however you want.
Okay. Oh look, it
But
goes
just make
right
sure you
around.
get, it's so sticky. Guys, with these warm temperatures, you're gonna find that this stuff is
Oh God.
really tacky, which is good. That means you don't have to worry about it popping out of the bottom of your vase. Did you do it right? So I just wrap that around. It sticks. I don't know what she's
Mine's
doing.
different. Mine's different.
You
It's
might
fine.
need a plastic vase.
Yeah, I would recommend it. You know what? I'm just gonna do it this way.
Well, you do it however you want.
Is that okay? Am I gonna ruin things? if I do it this way?
No.
Okay.
The goal is to get the putty between the bottom of the frog and the bottom of a dry vessel. And the more you touch it, the stringier like gum it gets.
Like gum.
Yeah. as you can see here, I have mine firmly affixed to the bottom of my vase. So I'm gonna help Steph to make sure she can get hers in and have a really good tight hold like I do.
I'm just gonna, okay.
Okay, well, we'll see if that works too.
Well, my vase isn't totally flat on the bottom.
But you made sure that you have connection points with putty?
Yeah, this is going
Make
great.
sure you have a lot of connection points with your putty. So if you're a little worried, you may want to add some more.
Okay, I need to add more. All right,
That's a
working on my
good
putty.
test. Make sure that you try to turn your vessel over and that it doesn't fall out, okay? Because the last thing you want is to put some top-heavy stems in, especially getting into the middle or towards the end of your design, and have that bad boy pop out. So once you have that frog really well in there, you're gonna wanna take some water. I recommend using a little bit of the floral preservative that you'll also find included with our flowers. Mix that into the water.
The whole pack?
Well, you can just use a little bit of it. I like to stretch that stuff and use it to feed the flowers over their whole lifespan. So most of our things will be lasting a week to 10 days. So you can, and you need to be continuing to check the water levels. These are fresh cut flowers and they drink a whole lot more than you're used to. Check your water levels frequently and then make sure that you add fresh water that has a little bit of the preservative.
I did it. Okay.
Good.
Give
Here's
me
some water.
Okay, full disclosure, at my house, I would just either throw this thing under the dang sink or get a cup, because I don't have
You're
a cute
so
watering
liberal.
can.
Okay, I also recommend making sure that you have a lot of water in your vase, and then just making sure that after you place it on the table, if there's any sloshing, that you top it off again. Just remember, fresh flowers drink a whole lot more than what you're used to, so you're gonna wanna make sure you keep it very full for them.
Yeah.
Okay, you ready to jump in?
Yeah.
So really, the only thing that you're going to need besides the vessel to fill up the water is gonna be a cutting device. Now, I have a pair of just bypass pruner snips here. We are a flower farm, so these are all over the place. But if you don't have snips,
Scissors will do it.
Bet you have scissors. Try to have some clean blades. Make sure that they're wiped off really good. And you want to have a sharp pair. Dull cuts will make it harder for the flower to take up water because it'll crush that bottom of the stem. So sharp scissors work great. If you're really skilled, you can use a knife. I don't recommend that.
Don't tell these people to use knives.
They might be
Okay.
culinary astute. And
Well,
have a
we're
nice
about to
collection.
see if half dull, dirty scissors work too.
Well, okay, so we have so much good stuff to
Where
work
do I
with.
start?
When I start, you can really begin with anything here. All the flowers are awesome, but I'm gonna start with my greens. I always like to have the greens put in first. I design like nature, so I think about like, I wanna make a bush and then I'm gonna give it flowers. So I try to design out with greens. Now, we're using fresh mint here, so it smells awesome. That's something else to think about when you're designing. Do you have things that you can use that have really nice aromatic flavors to them? Different things to give some interest. Now, I'm putting this in. How am I doing that? I'm taking my stem, and I am using the pins to weave it in and give a crosshatch, and then it'll just hold my stem like that. Think of the hairpins like movable chicken wire balls, okay? So they have lots of places for you to stick your stems and kind of hold them tight. It's a really good way of making sure that you can have strong mechanics without having it be real stiff and feel like you have a tight ball as opposed to a real open and airy design. You're just going for some height there, aren't you?
I guess. I don't know. Does it matter?
You can go up, you can go out. The really nice things about the hairpins and what I like about the ovals particularly is the fact that it has the cross hatching and you can get really good drape and more movement in your designs. You can make things fall over the edge, basically, is what I'm saying.
It smells really good. Is this edible?
Well, please don't eat our flowers, but mint is, yes.
We don't recommend. Then I can just do whatever I want now? Or what else?
Yeah,
What
well,
next?
no, you
Okay.
can do whatever you want. I I try to layer in the things that I would use as greenery first, and I'm gonna consider this Monarda, even though it's a really cool flower.
Love Monarda.
I know,
This
it's
is
like one of
my
our favorites.
I swear, I love it.
So I use that just to give a little bit more of a greenery base to my design here. I love this stuff too.
It's my favorite.
You know what else I like to do? So we're designing a whole arrangement today, actually two, with our Farmer's Choice. But the other thing that I really have gotten excited about doing is small single variety arrangement. So like just pulling out, if it's 5 stems of scabiosa and finding a really pretty bottleneck vase to stick them in, and just doing single stem clutches in the house.
Well, that's great and all, but I've got people to impress.
We already came over and swam in the pool last week. You aren't impressing anybody.
That ain't talking about you. This is really looking good.
So one other thing I'm gonna recommend, guys, we typically would design on a Lazy Susan, which is
I wouldn't.
used in a kitchen, just so that I can spin my designs around and make sure that I'm filling all sides. So if you are looking for a cool little trick, put a Lazy Susan under your design. Otherwise, make sure you turn it around. Unless you're planning on sticking your flowers up against a wall, you want to make sure that they're designed from all angles and aspects.
This looks greeny.
Yeah, that's really pretty feverfew. I love that button feverfew. And it goes so far. So you can
a lot on a
yeah,
stick.
you can break
Look how much
down
that is.
all those little blooms, or you can use
Oh
them.
no, honey, that seems like it's gonna take forever.
Well, no,
Mine
maybe
is
not
big.
all of them, but
Can y'all still see me?
are you still over there?
No. Yeah, I'm still here. Oh God. All
There's
right,
just a
maybe
lot
I do
going
have
on.
to break them down because look. That's too
I don't know
tall.
what you're doing over there. You really love that Monarda. I love that one that's going straight up.
Good. He's about to have a friend.
Oh, well, awesome.
Where did you get them pink ones?
I stole them. They were over here on my side. Do you want some?
I don't know now.
I think this is my favorite part of like designing is the casual chit chat that goes with it.
Listen, I'm trying to focus here, lady.
No.
I don't know about this here. I want other flowers. So,
Well, you don't have to use everything. That's the other thing. You can use just some of what's
yeah,
included.
and remember here, like we say that, you know, the Farmer's Choice box is good to make an arrangement, but clearly we're making 2, and I don't know that we're gonna use all these flowers in 2. So you're gonna have lots and lots of flowers
It just gives.
to put around your house, and they're much cooler than everybody else's flowers. Oh, thank you for surrendering some of these to me. These are Snapdragons.
I did give them to you. I was
How
gonna say.
pretty! I love them. They're my favorites. I don't think so, but I'll say
No,
that.
her favorite just got harvested today.
You
so
right.
she-
Lysianthus, that's my favorite flower. So when you get our bouquet box, if you order a bouquet box, it's gonna kind of be the same thing, right? So it's, you know, it's more presentation, of course. When you get it, it's a really nice thing to open, but you can totally take that puppy apart and design however you'd like. This is coming out great. I think she needs to watch her job. You know what I mean?
Oh, look, now we're talking about job security because she thinks she can just
I think,
whip it out. See, everybody can be a designer.
I mean,
I
pretty
find it
close.
really therapeutic too. Like just to sit and like check out new products, find all the weird curly stems.
Coming along great here, people. And you know what? We're not using. Listen, now, okay, yes, we're biased, but I'm just glad there ain't any of that green, gross foam in here because foam is real bad for you. First of all, it's full of carcinogens, and then you have to throw it away. Okay, so your flower frog, once you're done with it, you just pull that puppy out and you wash it, and by wash it, I mean put it in some hot water with some like mild soap stuff, and oh, yours is looking real good. Okay, I gotta step it up here. Some mild soap, and then just let it dry, and you can use it over and over again, whereas foam, obviously, like, you know.
Can you get that stem I dropped of Dara? So I don't know if you guys can see this, but we have really pretty Dara, and maybe you're used to Queen Anne's lace, seeing that along the roadsides. This is not Queen Anne's lace, but it's like its distant cousin, and it actually has like a purpley, pinkish hue to it, so it's real pretty. But you were talking about foam, and as a designer, I will tell you my biggest issue with foam is the fact that I test out my placement. Like if you watch me design, I'll pull stuff out and be like, nah, I don't like it there, I wanna move it over here. And when I'm designing in foam, I find that when I have a place where I've shoved something in and I pull it out, I just weakened it there because I made a hole pocket now. And I've had designs just collapse on me, and that's gonna be something that strikes fear and panic.
That water's cold.
There is cold water in this bucket.
Ooh.
So
Cold water is good.
I like the fact that I can, with using a frog, pull flowers in and out of a design until I get it exactly where I want it without risking compromising.
Total explosion.
Something like that.
Ooh. Oh, what do I do with this?
Oh man, larkspur. So it's kind of wrapping up its season here on the farm, which is sad because we love it. But man, it is such a joy to design with when we do have it. It is so pretty.
That feels good.
And we've had some really interesting colors this year.
So one of the things, I just did an expert move. I gotta tell
What'd
them
you
about
do?
that. So,
Expert move.
expert. So, all right, let me find a good piece. And I'll show you my expert. This is a good piece. See all this stuff? Obviously, like, you want to pull off some of this bottom stuff. I know it's really like, no, I don't want to hurt the flower. The flower will be fine. Pull it off because basically all this greens, I do know this. This is real, and she'll back me up. All the greens, if they're in the water, they'll make your water gross.
Yes. So if you watch us as we're designing here, we're taking stems and we're pulling all the foliage off the bottom so that there's no leaf debris that ends up in our water. Is that what it is? So it doesn't end up in the water. That'll be the quickest way to make that water murky. And when it's cloudy, then the flowers can't drink because they drink through a straw, and we just put cloggy stuff in there. So
Cloggy.
don't cloggy up the flower water.
No cloggy. This is a clog-free zone.
This is a clog.
So what I'm kind of noticing is that as more flowers get added into
the frog?
like it's
It's easier.
easier to put other stuff in. Like
Yeah.
even these little tiny, like look at these tiny little stems, and they're just going in there and sitting exactly where I want
They're
them
just
to.
living their best life, huh?
They're doing it. They're doing it.
Well, and I think like you can't be afraid to be like, I hate that, and I'm gonna start over on that
I'm
area.
loving this.
I change things a lot. I even will change things after they've sat on my table for a day.
I want
and
these.
You just took all the dahlias.
Oh God, that water's so cold. It feels so good. It's hot here.
So the dahlias just started on the farm, and that just makes everybody
Look at that.
real happy.
I gotta be careful. I don't want to mess this one up.
No, put the
This
good
is my
ones.
showstopper.
Put the good ones where everybody can see them.
Yeah, right here. I've been saving the spot. So yeah, I mean, look at that. Oh, look at that. I've been saving that spot. So I'm gonna put another one over here. Maybe make it a little taller.
Are you gonna
Scale it
put
out.
that in your house or in my house? Because I actually really like it for like the coffee table or the side table in the living room.
Well, I guess a true artist really shares their work. So I guess you can have it.
I do. I really want to put
Only
that
because
beside my
you gave
table.
me flowers already, and I have lots of flowers. And my husband is like, wow,
There's a lot
there's
of
flowers everywhere. Yeah, buddy, that's what you married. Come on in.
There's nothing wrong with flowers everywhere.
No, and we enjoy it. And I'm cutting at an angle, and that is important.
That is important. I will say that the hairpins that we're designing with are a little bit more forgiving on the angle of cut versus a standard pin frog that you can find at hhfshop.com. the pins, the classic designs, they really do hold better if you give a strong angled cut to your stems. Because we're working with the cross hatching in the hairpin, we can get away with not being as strict with that, but it is really good for the longevity of your flowers to give that deep angle cut. The other reason being, if a flower has a straight cut and ends up on the bottom of the vase, it can just seal and then it can't draw up more water. Whereas if it's got an angle cut, there's constantly water that can access the stem of the flower. So just, you know,
Something to think about.
something to think about.
Well, this is really turning into something over here.
That's,
Like this
It's supposed to.
This is really doing so. I don't think I've ever designed this good. I don't know if we need to do any more segments. I don't know if I'll be an idiot after this one.
pretty sure you will.
Still an idiot.
Yeah, but I think it's nice to see that like everybody can design and be creative and
You gonna
enjoy
use this?
flowers. Yeah, use it.
Okay. I got this spot right here for it.
Don't you love that when you have like one spot and you're like, I know exactly what it needs.
Well, now I think I messed everything up. But
Oh,
here, let me take it. See, now I want to take it out. I want to move it. That's it.
right.
That's what we
and
do.
and you can because
Oh, that's
Okay.
much better.
see.
Fun. Ain't nobody taking my T-bird away. I can tell you that right now. I'm just a floral designer now. Everybody, I'm
Are ya?
changing my Instagram handle. Stephanie, the idiot floral designer. So we were talking about our mom, Lady Monarch. We call her Lady Monarch because she won't let us call her Nana because that's
No.
what the kids call her.
Do you want this one?
Oh, where did you little I'm not allowed to curse on these.
No.
Yeah, do you have another one? No.
Yeah, I do.
Whatever.
Here.
Whatever.
See, we can share flowers.
Oh yeah, design flowers with your sister. It's gonna be so fun.
It is so fun.
Yeah.
Man, I am really digging this. This is really pretty.
Yours is very nice. I'm gonna just say that
I
mine's
like
not too
yours.
shabby either.
I actually really.
What do you mean
like it.
actually?
Well, we didn't know what was gonna happen, and you told me
We
to
usually
like
never know.
lie. So
I told you to lie?
if I had to,
Oh yeah, but I don't think you had to. Maybe.
I think it looks really good.
Look at that, you guys. Hello. Okay. You can hire me. You can email us at info@hhfshop.com, and you too can have this magic.
What do you think was the hardest part of that?
Oh, that's a great question that I don't know the answer to. The hardest part?
Yeah.
I don't really think anything was really mind-blowingly hard. Probably just like, you know, trying to figure out where I'm gonna put all these flowers because we have stopping. That's the hardest part, stopping.
Yeah, I would say that's probably a really hard thing for florists too. And when boxes of pretty flowers like these show up, it's hard not to put them all into one design.
Yeah, because
But we didn't.
We packed these. But look,
Yeah.
this is one Farmer's Choice box, and you can get two arrangements, or
Well,
one
I
Farmer
would
and the Frog box.
Yeah, but these are also two really good sized arrangements.
Right. So if you think about it, here's the thing to think about when it comes to value. Can y'all even see me over my beautiful arrangement? No? Okay, I'll change it. When you're getting, like, let's just say you call a florist, right? And you're like, I need a flower arrangement. And you're like, but I want something special that means more. And I have a little bit of time. So for $65, which is our Farmer's Choice collection, now the Farmer and the Frog is $79. But that's because, remember, it comes with the hairpin holder, okay? So they're extra value.
That's right.
But if you, you know, want to make something for somebody, for $65, you can make two somethings for somebody, which
Maybe
please
you
tell
keep
me
one.
where a florist, you know, FTD or whatever, you can get an arrangement that looks this fun for $60. And don't come at me with those $70 arrangements that are 7 roses and a
Well,
bunch
but
of
the other
flowers.
thing too, like, I don't know. I'd like to think that there's a lot of people out there like me who also have little kids underfoot when you're designing. There are plenty of flowers in here that you can make something stunning for your table and let your kids design beside you. You know, get them involved, give them a small little jar for their room, and give them a few extra stems. I promise there's plenty in there, and then you can talk through it together. It's a great way to connect.
Yeah, but don't give
Connecting
them a
with you.
knife. Oh, we're
No.
just mad connected.
We're something connected. Okay, this is the part where I have to say,
You have to stop.
I'm done.
I think
finished.
I've used every, well.
I don't know if you guys can see
You
that.
have more stuff? No, you're done, okay.
Look at that. That's what we put together with the Farmer and the Frog box. Now you will get
Here's mine.
You will get one of the oval hairpins with that series, but enough flowers to do all of this. So you can go ahead and add on a couple of extra frogs if you'd like to experience the joy of designing with a different mechanic. And make sure you check back here next week to see what our
We're not doing
idiots
this
do.
once a week. I just want everybody to know that. Check for next episode.
Well, how often are we doing it?
We don't know yet. But this has been season 1, episode 1, season 1 of the Designing with an Idiot, and I think this idiot did pretty darn good. And let me just tell y'all, I have no creative talent, okay? I cannot say that enough. I didn't really I didn't put these flowers, I was given flowers and I put them in a vase, okay? You
I
can
think
do this
that's
too.
so beautiful.
It is really great, and I'm gonna take it on the road.
All right, guys, check back next week.
Yep, for all your flower needs, visit us at hhfshop.com. You can find bulk flowers, flower frogs, everyday flowers, everything you need, flowers that is shipped directly from our farm to your door. Bye!
Bye. Did you see how I snuck that in there every week?
No.
Bye.
Bye.